it's been so long, but I'm back, okay? Today I wanted to discuss life after a miscarriage. I have 10 tips that's been helping me, so I just wanted to share that with you. And if you know someone that may need some tips, here they are. Okay, my first tip is therapy. Sometimes it's hard and we cannot do it alone. Sometimes you need to talk to someone. You know, I felt like this situation, it was my first time losing a child, and it was hard. And I couldn't shake it. You know, I found myself being sad one minute, happy the next, and I'm crying, and I just know that I needed to speak with somebody about it outside of my circle because it was out of my control. So I decided to do therapy, and it was the best thing I could have done for myself. She's definitely helpful, and I picked someone that has experienced this before, as well as a holistic type of doctor, as opposed to one that would just give pills, because I did not want to suppress it. I wanted to go through it, feel everything I needed to feel, grow as a person, and move forward. Not forget, but to just be able to cope with it. So therapy, that's my spill on it. I also did trauma yoga. It's not just for like physical traumas, it's also emotional and mental, because this was a trauma. It was a traumatic experience to go through. And a lot of people, especially if they've never been through it, will never understand. And I mean, it just messes you up, you know, like you question a lot of stuff, and yoga definitely helped. Trauma yoga, it definitely helped. I'm so glad my community has that. And you never know, they may have it where you live. Um, yeah, it worked on opening up different circuits of the brain to help with coping and things like that. It was just really good. Um, I'm not gonna act like it was a piece of cake because I remember the last session I attended, I actually was in there crying. Like crying. I did not want to be in there. Everything that I had went through, it seemed like it came up on that specific day. And I knew I needed to go to yoga, but I just didn't want to be in there. And I was just trying to fight it. Like it was worse. It was the worst yoga experience of my life, I feel. But I mean, I kept with it, and after I went through the whole class, I felt good. Like oh, excuse me. I felt like it was needed. They gave me different tools to work with and stuff like that to help me get through those emotions, but it was tough. It was definitely tough. So I say try yoga. You never know. Number 3, I started gardening. I never gardened before in my life, and I started. Um, at that specific moment, I needed something to grow. I needed something to be successful, and I didn't expect to grow 18 things in my yard, but it made me feel good. It kept me going and moving forward with life, and then just seeing stuff grow through the ground. I mean, I feel great. Like, I wouldn't recommend going seed shopping when you're hungry, but hey, it's the same to me as going grocery shopping because I have random stuff in my yard. Black eyed peas, really? But hey, it's growing. Yay! Um, you know, number 4, surround yourself with supportive people. Oh gosh. Your support team. That's it. That's all you have right now, you know? Like, and if they're not supportive, then you don't need to be around them. I feel like you learn about a lot of people when you go through things anyway. But right now, you do not need the naysayers. You don't need people that just don't want to understand what you're going through. Because, like, if no one has ever if, in my opinion and in my experience, if no one's ever been through a miscarriage or a loss of a child, they can't comprehend how you're feeling. And some people may think that you should have been over it, you should be over it, and things like that, but it's like, it's hard. Not only are you losing a child, but this baby was growing inside of you. And yeah, and the process of how it comes out is traumatic. And yeah, people just have to be sensitive, so you need people that are sensitive and have empathy and that care for you, really care for you, and around you right now. That's all I can say about that. So your support system, team, needs to be strong. If not, hey, ditch them. Who cares? Move on. Number 5, don't rush the process at all. It's gonna take time. Trust me. I lost my baby in April. Yeah, I found out I didn't make it in April. And I didn't bleed or anything. So I had to wait. My doctor wanted me to wait 2 weeks to see if it naturally releases or what. I waited a week and a half or so because I physically couldn't do it anymore. Like, it's one thing to know that you lost a baby mentally and you've come to terms with it, you're okay with it, you're at peace with it. But to still, your body to still be pregnant is another whole thing. So it's like I had to open up those wounds again. And I had the surgery, I had a DNC, and so, that's when they go in and suck it out. So I never saw the blood, and thank God, because maybe I myself couldn't have handled that. And but yeah, it was just hard to still be pregnant, having those pregnant symptoms when you're no longer pregnant. And then, so yeah, my hormones are still out of whack. Like, I just recently, last Saturday, just got my period 9 weeks later. And it wasn't even like a whole period. It was around for like not even 5 hours. It was like she just came and said, hey girl, hey. And I, wanted to talk for like, a day or something. Talk to her, see how she's doing, where she been, what's going on. And she was like, okay, bye girl. And I'm like, what? But anyway, so you just can't rush the process. Your body is just trying to get back to you. So, I'm still getting my HCG levels tested because they have not went down to 0. It's a process, and every woman is different. So that goes back to being gentle with yourself too. You just gotta take your time. Everything will be okay. Yeah, you'll be fine. Spend time on your spirituality. Sit and meditate if that's your thing. Pray, read something, because you need to get back in tune with yourself and your higher beliefs, whatever that may be. For me, it's God. And I had to sit and be still and listen and know that it's okay. Know that it's part of my story, and it will be okay. I want to try it again someday, so it's not like it ruined me. I think of it like that baby was needed for a higher purpose. And so just sit, get back in tune with yourself. Yep, and you'll get back to who you are and what you believe, and it'll help you. So yeah, and number 7, express gratitude no matter how hard. When I first tried to express gratitude, I could not do maybe 1 or 2 things, and there was like things that was like in my present, like I had to see it. I couldn't think further than what was right in front of my face. So just when you step outside of yourself, and just to be thankful and grateful that you're alive, and that to know, just be to be grateful to know that, okay, there is life after this, and that, you know, yeah, you're given a second chance. It was just to be grateful for little things, even if it's a drink of water like I just had. I mean, yeah, just be grateful, or try to be grateful as much as you can. And it's baby steps. I mean, if you can't today, maybe tomorrow you can be grateful for something, you know. So number 8, health. What are you eating? What are you consuming? I feel like that has a big part of you getting better and getting through it. You know, if you're eating a lot of comfort foods, yeah, it's okay for the time, but when you sit back and really think about it, you might be consuming too many hormones right now in those foods that you're eating, and then on top of your hormones trying to come back down, then you're in a roller coaster, and you're really not getting better because you're still like going up and down, you know? And then physically, you may feel like crap after a couple of days, and then you look at yourself and you're like, dang, and then that just brings you back down. And now you're beating up yourself because now you look like crap. So, you know, just try a different diet or consume more veggies and fruits for a little while. It'll get you some energy, make you feel good, let your body detox. I was eating a lot of hamburgers, hot dogs, a lot of them, and I didn't eat a lot of them before I was pregnant. And after the miscarriage, I was still consuming a lot, and then I would have ice cream. I was so in comfort zone, and it wasn't helping my skin. You know, I was already having the hormonal change, so then my body was breaking out, and then on top of the foods, yeah, so I had to, like, at a certain time, I decided that I needed to do a detox. And I knew that I didn't want to, like, just do it, like, for a week or something. I was like, okay, I need to do something for 30 days. So I became a vegan for 30 days. That was an experience. That'll be another video. But, so yeah, I just feel like what you're eating can help you or it can hurt you in your healing process. Number 9, go to random places. Go hiking, go camping. When I say go to museum, take day trips and things like that. I actually I live in the mountains in North Carolina, and I actually went to a mine. I had this catalog of like adventures and stuff in the area, and one random day I was like, I need to do some random shit right now. Something random. So I picked this gold mining. It was a little tour, a little museum and stuff. I decided to go there, and it's in a little town, a very little town. I've never heard of it, but it was like an hour away, so I was like, why not? Whatever. And yeah, had I not decided to do some random stuff for the day, I wouldn't have never went. So I say do random things that will make you happy, and just to get your mind off other things. And you never know what you find out. You may like some other stuff along the way. You may learn things about yourself. I think it's just fun for me. Do random things. And my last tip, it should have been my first, but my last tip, and it's a big one for me, and it is be gentle with yourself. Try not to be hard on yourself. Yeah, it happened. It's a terrible thing. It's traumatic for most of us. It's hard to cope with at times. It's hard to understand. It may not be easy to swallow. You question everything from why, what did I do, to who knows, whatever else. You just want to be sad. You may just want to be angry. And it's okay. It really is. You just have to be gentle with yourself. It's only a concern. It's only dangerous when you're not safe. You know, when you want to harm yourself, when you want to physically harm someone else, then that's a concern. But it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. Like, you have your right to feel all the feelings that you feel. And I just say, try not to suppress it and like drugs, alcohol, things like that, or just not going through it and, you know, just brushing it off. Go through it, feel it. And it'll only make you stronger mentally. You will be okay. You know, like, you will be okay. You know, it's always going to be there. You're always going to remember it because that's a part of you. And you just have to know that it's okay. Yeah, it'll be okay. And you can try again. You may not want to right now. That's up to you. That's your decision. But just try not to beat yourself down. Because you're too beautiful for that. And, you know, like, things happen for a reason. May not have been a good situation if you sit and really think about it, you know? And that's when the meditating and the getting in touch with your spirituality comes in too. If you sit down and really think about it and you think about, like, where you are in your life and the time, and I'm not speaking for everyone, I'm pretty much speaking from my experience, and I just wasn't, I myself was not going in the direction that I wanted to be in my everyday life. You know, I was doing some mundane task every day. And, you know, I took away from it, like, how can I want my child to be these things, these great things, when I myself aren't living the life that I really want to live? And, you know, now I am becoming who I want to be. And so the next time it happened, now I can really walk in those shoes and express and show my children that you need to follow your dreams and be that person. Yeah, that's what I took from it. I took a lot of things away. I'm definitely stronger than I thought. And yeah, no one really talks about miscarriages, and I think that's really sad. It's like a hush-hush thing or something, you know? And it's like, we should be building up women, and it should be okay to talk about, because it happens more times than not. And no, every woman is different. Every single woman is different. You know, you look online, everybody, their experience was different. Yeah, there's some common things there, as far as like, oh, if you have a DNC, or if you just literally bled out, things like that. But, like, you know, you can't time how long you're supposed to feel certain things. You can't time when your period's going to come back. You can't time a lot of stuff. When your hormone level is going to drop to 0. You can't time it. I wouldn't have thought mine would still take as long as it's taking to get down to 0. But it is, and it's okay. You know, and yeah, just be gentle, love yourself. Yeah. You rock. We rock. We can do anything we want to do. And it was just a bump in the road, you know. We'll be okay. We will be. So, you know, I love you. Hope you're having a great day. And I hope these tips are helpful. And if you have any other tips that may have helped you, may have helped someone you know, please leave them below. I would love to read them and learn them and embrace them myself. Please like, subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. And love, peace, and wellness, ladies. Have a good day. Bye.